I'm going to show you today a very easy way of inserting a zip in the back of a cushion instead of having a fold over one, an envelope cushion. So you need to have your front piece smaller, an inch smaller than your back piece where the zip is going to be. So as you can see, that's my front of the cushion and that's the back. This is only small, it's just for demonstration purposes. So if your zip is running across the middle of the cushion like that, then you need that top to bottom to be an inch longer. And if you're doing it down the side, you'd need it to be an inch wider. But mine's going to be like that. As you can see, look, it's about an inch there. So I'll put the front piece away for the time being. Now you've got to set your stitch length to the longest there is on your machine. So fold your fabric in half, that's going to be the back. Remember, set your stitch length to be the longest. Mine's goes up to a 5, yours might go even longer than that. And you're just going to stitch along the fold half an inch in. Now you're better off drawing a line there because you don't want anything wavy. You want to follow this line properly, so you don't want it to squiggle in and out. So go ahead and sew half an inch in. Now this is what you'll end up with, so you can see. Actually, that's not what you end up with, but this is the piece you'll end up with a fold, line and my stitch. So then you take your scissors, go into that line and snip all the way along there, so you end up with that, with an open seam. So fold it open, finger press, get your zip, and place it where it needs to be. Now I've already pre-marked this piece, you can see my pen marks there. So what you need to do now is to stitch both ends from that pen mark outwards to the outer edge with a normal stitch, so that it's fastened, and make sure you back stitch it as well. Just don't touch anything in the middle. So both ends from the dot what you've just made to the outer edge, and back stitch as well. So then put your piece down, finger press again, take your zip and make sure it's faced down onto that seam and place it over the seam. Now make sure those teeth, look, are going to be running against that seam line that you've made. Just make sure it's all lying straight, and then you can pop a pin in it. Keep it all in line and put another pin in. Now what you're going to do is you're going to sew this in place now. So you're going across the top, down one side, across the bottom and back up there. And make sure you don't go too close to the teeth or on the outer edge. You need to be, your stitches need to be now along halfway in between the teeth and the outer edge of that tape. So just running this, that would be perfect to do it there. Now you can either use your zipper foot to do this, or if you've got a needle adjuster on your sewing machine so that you can move it to the left, you can do that. That's what I do, and it just brings it smack on perfect in the middle of that tape. So this is with the normal stitch, by the way, you're not a long stitch. So that's what you end up with. So that's all stitched in now. If I look the other side, it's probably easier to see. So it's all nice, neat. And now all you're going to do is get your snips, your seam ripper and just snip through those stitches that you've put in on the long stitch. It's just so easy, it just comes out so easy because it's a nice long stitch, and then just pull the threads. Just remove all these loose threads. That's it. And now you end up with a perfect zip. Look at that. Absolutely perfect. Beautifully finished. Absolutely perfect. So how easy was that? Really easy. So then it's just a matter of putting your fabric face down, face sides together, your cushion front. I'm not going to bore you with sewing all the way round, because you get the idea. I'll just place it on, and I'll just bob a few pins in all the way around, and you make sure you've opened your zip halfway. So just imagine that this is stitches and not pins. And then nearly done. Okay, so all the way around, pretend that's all stitch, and then it's literally just turn it the right way around through the open zip. This is going to look naff, but you know what I'm trying to show you here, because it's only pins, and it's only tiny because it's just a demonstration piece. And like I said before, doesn't matter what size, the principle is the same. The back is an inch larger than the front. And that's it. I hope I've took the fear out of you for putting in a zip, but it just looks so lovely. There you go, job done. So go and enjoy putting zips in now, no stress.